So it seems like recently there's been a bit of a conversation going on surrounding Pipkin Pippa, and this has been a pretty funny one because recently there was a clip that came out from Hassan, or well, I say from Hassan, from Yi, talking about Hassan, essentially saying that John Kiriakou, I think that's his name, rejected his collab. Now, if you don't know who he is, he's like the CIA guy that tells the crazy stories on TikTok. Again, if you still don't know who he is, you'll see what I mean in a second. But yeah, he says, wait, what? His team or himself literally said they would do it in April. Strange response. It's fine. Who cares? And obviously, yeah, this was some of the clip that came out about it. And yeah, we'll talk about it.
Because I saw recently that John's going on
That's him there, by the way.
Hassan Piker's stream. A lot of his rhetoric is anti-American. His community is also extremely toxic, especially to the left. Curious as to why you're associating with that. I'm not going on Hassan Piker.
Wait, what?
Hassan Piker reached out.
Okay. He said he is. I don't know why he's like now saying he's not.
And I said, no, thank you. I've got nothing scheduled with him.
Blatek.
Wait, what? I don't understand. His team or himself actually literally said that they would do it in April.
So yeah, and you're probably wondering why am I talking about Pipkin Pippa? Well, it seems like a lot of this was due to Pipkin Pippa, and it was essentially her fault that this happened. A lot of people have been quoting this with this one clip here from her stream saying trusted the Pipkin Award, and this is the clip from Pippa talking about a little cameo that she essentially paid for. If you don't know what cameo is, you can essentially send it to celebrities or people like him to essentially, make them do something, say something, answer a question, whatever you want. And this is what, she essentially got from him.
Hi, Pippa.
Okay, can you hear it?
Beep, 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 beep. Or if you didn't get it, beep, 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 beep. Or beep, 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 beep.
Yes, okay.
Hey, thanks for the heads up on HP. I
HP being Hassan Piker.
appreciate it. I needed it, and I will take care of it. So,
I asked him not to collab with Hassan Piker. He's going on Hassan's stream. I forget what exactly I wrote. Somebody can bring up the vibe, but I requested this while playing Overwatch, and there was only like 2 requests left, so I like very quickly wrote something, and I was like, by the way, please don't collab with Hassan.
time to even say something. Tell you the truth, the last 3 weeks I've been winging it. So, I'm very grateful for the helping hand. All right, all the best. Thanks for reaching out. Bye-bye.
Yay!
So that is the whole clip. Yeah, essentially what Pippa did was she, paid for this cameo or whatever, obviously in quite a rush whenever she did it, playing Overwatch or whatever. And then it turns out she said that, hey, don't collab with Hassan Piker for obvious reasons. And well, obviously after that all came out and he got that message, he all of a sudden said that he's not going to be collabing with him. So essentially, Pipkin Pippa has just sabotaged a pretty big collab with Hassan, because obviously this guy's very popular. A lot of people do follow him and talk to him, right? And I think it is absolutely hilarious to see that he has been kind of, I guess, cucked out of a collaboration because of a Pippa cameo, where essentially she said, don't, collab with him or whatever, which I think is quite funny. And yeah, there's been so many messages saying, thank you, Pipkin Pippa. Saying she actually did it, trusted Pipkin Award, of course, that one. Yavit sends her regards, my live reaction, finding out John Kiriakou, is it Kiriakou? Rejected Hassan's collab because of a certain pink rabbit VTuber. Pippa's ideal. So many people are going absolutely insane over this, and essentially just bringing up the insane will it is for everyone, because I think it's gotten to the point now where a lot of people dislike Hassan, whether you're even on like a kind of like left or right side of politics or whatever. A lot of people just dislike him anyways, especially after all of the dog shocking stuff that went on. And I think a lot of people are starting to get fed up of him, and that's why so many people are celebrating this right now, because as I said, it doesn't really matter which side you're on. It's quite funny that he is now being shafted out of collabs, and really big collabs at that one, due to a funny VTuber sending in a cameo, telling him essentially not to work with her, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. It is great to see that, he did actually, take that into account, because usually a lot of people would just ignore it and go, no, screw it, I'll just go on it anyways. But it seems like he actually did his research or whatever, and went, actually, you know what, no, never mind, I won't collab with this. A lot of people as well in the comments saying total Pippa victory, collab rejected, based. Obviously, yeah, more people bring up the Pippa clip there. Saying base Pippa, she asked him to not collab with Hassan. Hey, thanks for the heads up on HP, I appreciate it and I needed it. I'll take care of it. So yeah, essentially like almost directly saying that, you know, this kind of advice or whatever that she has given him has actually, you know, changed the fact that he was collabing with her. Like, because some people might say, oh, maybe it was just like a one-off and maybe he had some other warnings or whatever about collabing with Hassan. But it seems like, no, this was like one of the main videos that kind of motivated him to do this, which I thought was absolutely hilarious to see. So yeah, also people saying Hassan shocked that people want to avoid collabing with a T supporter and a dog shocker are shocking, which, yeah, of course, I think it is pretty crazy, you know, that people would even want to collab with that in the first place. And it does seem like maybe he just didn't do his research, right? Because I feel like he's a pretty smart guy. He can do his own research on people. And I think that kind of push from Pippa just to be like, hey, just look into him, by the way, has kind of given them that. Saying he said just this morning he had planning something with Hassan and 2 others. Which again, you know, saying bug broke Vosh, bug broke Hassan. As a Lamau, it's only when bridges are being burnt that Hassan all of a sudden wants to pretend that he cares about policing his community, crashing out because he's toxic. Which, you know, then Hassan be like, wait, I'm on the left. What do you mean you people don't like me? 100% that former CAA dude looked into Hassan and went, nope. Which, yeah, I do think is the case, right? I don't think it was just like John going like, oh, I'm just going to believe this random anime girl on the internet, right? I do think that he did look into who he is a little bit more and some of the clips and maybe some of the tweets that some of us have put out about him, you know, obviously kind of revealing exactly the kind of behavior that goes on within, you know, on Twitch, in his chat and also other places as well. And he thought, yeah, I don't really want to be a part of any of that. And, you know, I don't blame him, right? I don't blame anybody for not wanting to collab with Hassan due to a lot of the pretty horrible rhetoric that he spreads on the platform, right? And still doesn't face any kind of, you know, repercussions for it. He still doesn't get banned. I mean, he got banned, but like for a day and probably on his day off as well, usually, which I think is absolutely crazy. And yeah, I think it's insane how much he gets away with. But I'm glad to see that Pippa is essentially doing God's work here in terms of spreading awareness to it. Especially whenever it comes to the collabs and everything like that, because of course, you know, some people as well can also have their own reputations ruined by collabing with people like Hassan, you know, because, you know, some people like attached tend to get, I guess, like kind of labeled in a similar way, and that's not going to be a very good look for him, especially considering how much people like John and how much he's been like popping off over on TikTok. I think, you know, although he is pretty controversial, I'd say, in a kind of different sense to how people are controversial on Twitch, you know, he still has a very popular personality, which I think obviously collabing with people like Hassan, taking sides and that kind of stuff as well, would probably ruin some of that, right, for some people. So obviously doing the right thing there and yeah, kind of sorting it out. But yeah, that's essentially all there is for this video. I just kind of wanted to cover it because I thought it was absolutely hilarious that this has managed to, you know, have such a huge effect on, you know, Hassan's potential collabs. Because as I said, this would have been a huge collab. This wouldn't have been like some small thing. This probably would have been pretty big considering how popular he's gotten, especially online. But yeah, all ruined by a pink rabbit VTuber, which I think is so funny. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.